Michael Gove's discreet critique of Sunak's leadership, is a split inevitable. The evening air in Westminster was thick with anticipation as whispers of political discontent echoed through the hallowed halls of power. Michael Gove, known for his incisive intellect and often enigmatic demeanor, found himself at a crossroads. As he sipped his espresso in a discreet corner of a bustling cafe, the weight of his thoughts bore heavily on him. Rumors were swirling, and the stakes were high. Rishi Sunak's leadership was under scrutiny, and Gove was poised to voice his concerns, yet the question remained, would he choose to go public? Gove had always been a loyal member of the Conservative Party, a stalwart in times of both triumph and adversity. But lately, he had felt a shift. Sunak's policies were drawing criticism from all sides, leaving Gove increasingly uneasy. The young leader's decisions, from economic strategies to foreign affairs, seemed more reactive than visionary. The party was fracturing, and Gove sensed that the rumbles of dissent could soon erupt into open conflict. As he pondered his next move, the door swung open, and in strode a familiar figure, Liz Truss, her presence commanding attention. Their eyes met, and a silent understanding passed between them. They both knew the fragility of their political landscape. Truss, still nursing the wounds of her short tenure as Prime Minister, leaned in closer. Michael, have you heard the latest? They're saying there's talk of a leadership challenge, she whispered, her voice laced with urgency. Gove's heart raced. The implications of such a challenge could send shockwaves through the party. Who's behind it? He asked, his voice barely above a murmur. Truss shrugged, her expression a mix of concern and intrigue. It's hard to say, but there are factions gathering. Some are even suggesting you could be a contender. The idea sent a shiver down Gove's spine. Could he really step into that arena? He had always been a strategist, preferring to maneuver from the shadows rather than bask in the limelight. But the thought of a potential split within the party nagged at him, a fracture that could not only reshape their political future but also redefine his own legacy. As the night deepened, Gove found himself at a crossroads, caught between loyalty and ambition. He recalled his early days in politics, the fervor of youth driving him to take bold stances. But now, with the weight of experience behind him, he knew the price of ambition. Was he prepared to risk it all? In the days that followed, Gove navigated the political waters with caution. He attended meetings, spoke at events, and engaged in hushed conversations with party insiders. Each interaction left him with more questions than answers. Was Sunak truly capable of leading them through these turbulent times? Or was he merely a placeholder, waiting for the inevitable storm to take him down? Tension escalated during a particularly heated debate in Parliament. Gove watched as Sunak struggled to maintain control, his voice wavering under pressure. The opposition was relentless, and murmurs of discontent among the Conservative ranks grew louder. Gove felt a pang of empathy for Sunak, but he also realized the moment was ripe for change. The question loomed larger, would he remain silent, or would he speak out? One evening, as he returned home, Gove received an unexpected call. It was from an old ally, offering him a chance to address the party directly. You need to take a stand, Michael, the voice urged. The party needs a leader who isn't afraid to challenge the status quo. The words resonated, igniting a fire within him. But a flicker of doubt lingered, could he withstand the backlash? The following week, Gove stood before a gathering of party loyalists, the air crackling with tension. He took a deep breath, feeling the weight of history on his shoulders. As he began to speak, he could see the faces of his fellow conservatives, a mix of hope and skepticism. With each word, he laid bare his concerns about Sunak's leadership, urging for unity and a return to core conservative values. But just as he reached the climax of his speech, a commotion erupted from the back of the room. A group of dissenters, emboldened by Gove's words, began to chant for change, demanding a new direction. The atmosphere shifted instantly, what had begun as a call for unity morphed into a rallying cry for dissent. Gove's heart raced. Had he inadvertently ignited a movement? The realization hit him like a tidal wave, a split was not just possible, it was imminent. The room buzzed with uncertainty, and Gove found himself at the center of a political storm.